Before we start this video, let's take a minute so you all can go ahead and subscribe. Thank you all for that. So welcome back, RainBaes. If you're here and you're new, make sure that you go out and check some of my previously posted videos. That way you all know exactly what's going on. I'm back today ready to give you all a final tour of what my expansion of my garden has turned out to be. Definitely. We are officially expanding our garden area, which I am so excited about. I can't wait to show you all the finished product.
That money you was gonna put on the lawnmower?
Yeah, what about it?
Can you put it on like $40 worth of seed? Yeah, $40 worth.
Soil?
Yeah. Oh, you want to keep your money?
Alright you all, so me and my husband have been working on our garden area now. It has been about, I want to say it's going on about 2 weeks, and we've definitely came a long way. If you're following my channel and my posts, then you have seen us cultivate our ground, you have seen us flipping soil, and now it's time to see us planting. Okay you all, side note, when you get plants like this at the Home Depots or Lowe's or wherever you get your plants from, right here you can see that there's actually 2 plants in here, right? What you do is you take them out of the pot, you get some scissors or a pair of knives, or you can gently pull it apart with your hands, and then you have 2 plants for the price of 1. I know this might trigger a lot of people, but I like to be outside without my shoes on a lot of the time. You will catch me in videos like this, barefoot, walking through my garden. 1, because I don't want to step on my plants, and 2, I just like the way that the earth feels in between my toes. But this is how I measure how much space I give in between my plants. I simply just stick a foot here, and sometimes I'll also do another foot, and just to kind of gauge how far apart I want my plants to be. So this next one I'll be planting right about here for my pepper plant. No, but plants do compete for nutrients. So 1, you need to make sure that you are feeding your plants, and also you need to be making sure that you're not planting plants together that don't kind of like being grouped together. Peppers do really well with tomatoes. Tomatoes do really well with onions. Something that you don't want to plant in between tomatoes and onions is like strawberry. I think that I might give a little more space. The bigger the roots become, and therefore you produce more vegetation. But I will definitely be trying to make sure that I'm giving more space for things to grow. Do your research before you start putting stuff out in the ground to figure out what grows well with what. Sad to say, my camera died, y'all, so I couldn't get too much footage of me putting stuff in the ground. However, this is how things look right now. I'm not done planting as of yet, but this is just some things that I wanted to get in the ground right now. I believe in starting things sooner rather than later. The sooner you start, the better off your process will be. Just to give my garden an extra boost this year. And I'm super excited, you all, because I know for sure that this is going to be one of the most fruitful years gardening that we've had so far. And so I've learned a lot along the way, and I know I'm going to learn so much more as I go throughout the journey. But I am super excited to bring you all with me, and I can't wait to share with you all the results and everything. This pile of grass clippings will be used to mulch around some of my berry trees. So I have a nice bucket full of grass clippings. I do not throw away. I will use them as additional mulch. Alright, RainBaes, I'm back out in the garden, and I just want to give you all an update as to how everything has grown and progressed. It's a little messy back here. It's been raining for 2 days straight, so don't judge me too much, even though y'all probably want to do what y'all do. So you all consider this a full tour, and you probably won't ever get one again. Not a full one, but this is definitely how things are looking right now. So the rain has definitely made everything like look and grow so beautifully. There are the onions, which I still have to go down and make a decent amount. Broccoli, not quite sure if it'll grow because it's getting hot, but it's in the ground, and if it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Here we have bell peppers, a straight row, and there is a cluster of bell peppers growing on here that I'm going to pick off just to allow the bell pepper plant to actually mature. Here's tomatoes, full row of tomatoes. These are hot peppers here. And also same thing for the tomatoes. They are flowering, so I will be clipping the flowers off just to allow for the plant to grow more before it starts to try to produce fruits. And then I have a row of spinach and kale. Not sure if the spinach will grow, but it's in the ground, and if it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Not sure if I got the right kind of spinach for the summer, but it is what it is. Trial and error. This is only my 4th year gardening, or maybe 5th, but you learn something each year. And in the back here, I have basils, 2 basil plants, and I know they're going to absolutely take over the whole back area of this garden, because that's just what basil do. It grows beautifully, and I love it. My apple tree is still doing what it's doing, flowering, maturing, thriving. So I guess it's only right if I tell you all why I still have this tarp here on the ground. As I had stated earlier, it had rained for 2 days straight, and we literally flipped the soil, mulched it, put new soil over here, and I refused for the grass or the weeds to try to sink up and grow. So we just went ahead and covered it back up. There's nothing growing under here. We literally did not put anything in the soil at all. We just covered it up so that whenever we're ready to, we're able to use it without having to start the whole process over again. And if any of you have followed my gardening journey, or even went back to look at my shorts or previously posted videos, then you all know that this used to be the old garden area. It's about 20 feet long right here. And this is where I grew everything, y'all, and everything grew great. It was very fruitful for 2-3 years, and then we decided to go ahead and expand. However, strawberries, they have came back, right? So there's a bunch of little strawberries here growing. For my strawberry plants, I've just been mulching. I definitely need to come back here and get up all of this grass and weeds over here, because this will now be strictly for strawberries and melons, this whole area. And I have this grape tree that's still laying dormant in the back. The one on my deck has grown and has woken up, but this grape tree is still dormant, so not too much in the comments, okay? Not too much. And is pepper plants, basil plants, and tomato plants from last garden, and I just left it in the ground because, as y'all can see, there's a little bit of green down there. So I'm like, maybe they'll grow back, but I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna leave it there for a little bit. Nice tree update. I've had this peach tree for now going on 3 years. Last year it grew a bunch of peaches, I mean a ton, and we went on vacation. When we came back, they were all gone. So either the birds, the raccoon, or somebody was back in my backyard. Something had to happen, but the peaches disappeared. So this time I'm keeping a sharp eye on them, getting rid of the ones that are growing in clusters, just because I want to give some room to grow and get big. Here's one of our newest additions to the garden. This is our blueberry tree. This has gotten put in the ground not too long ago, very freshly into the ground. Here is the blackberry tree that I would love for to grow up this fence here. I just stuck this one in the ground maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and as you all can see, that soon will be a flower on there. It usually grows maybe like 2 or 3 blackberries in a year, so, or throughout the season. So I'm definitely hoping now that it's in the ground, we'll see many blackberries. Here is the lime or the lemon bush, and I'm not entirely sure how to take care of a lime or lemon bush, just being transparent. I've had it since 2022, and right now it's laying dormant, but the most that I've gotten from it is it wakes up, it turns into a green bush, and that's about it. If you all have any tips or any suggestions on how to grow a lime or a lemon tree, definitely leave some comments in the comment box below. Let me know. And here is my newest project that I've been working on, even though I've been working on like 4 projects at the same time. So this will be my herb area. I don't want all my herbs growing with the garden stuff, so now I'm trying to grow a thyme bush, rosemary, and this here is lavender. I also put these stones in, but as y'all can see, I ran out, so I definitely need to go to the store one day and get some more. And then I plan to do the same thing I did on that side on this side here. However, all right, you all, that concludes the garden tour, and like I said, it's a good chance you all will probably never get one so in depth like that again. So I hope you all enjoyed this one, and if this is something that you all are interested in, whether you want to garden or are already currently gardening or just want to live garden lifestyle through me, definitely hit that subscribe button. Definitely make sure you leave me a raindrop in the comment section below. I will be giving updates on how things are growing, how things are maturing, and I will be trying to leave some type of tips, some little nuggets for the people who are coming here to actually learn something. You all can let me know what kind of content you would like to see. Do you all want to see more garden updates? Do you all want more tips? Do you just want to come and garden with me?